I'd like to start off by welcoming my YouTube audience back for another reading from my book, Through the Eyes of a Blind Man. Today's passage is entitled Knowledge. Knowledge is one of those things we all seek, we all crave, we all hunger for. So with that being said, I'd like to get into today's passage entitled Knowledge. The mind is only as strong as the knowledge one absorbs. For without knowledge, one's mentality is reduced to that of a mere infant. They say the mind is a terrible thing to waste, but in reality, the lack of motivation and determination to obtain such knowledge is the real poison that leads to the decay of one's intelligence. So you see, knowledge is out there. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is the key to opening up a lot of doors for a lot of individuals. Knowledge is easy to obtain. It's everywhere on the internet, in the libraries and dictionaries, encyclopedias. And when you obtain such knowledge, it not only gives you that self-confidence, but it allows you to better communicate with those around you. The real issue when it comes to gaining knowledge is the individual. Because you see, knowledge is not something that will just drop into your brain overnight. You'll never wake up knowing something that you did not know the night before. You have to actually get up and seek that knowledge, find that knowledge, obtain that knowledge. You have to go out into the world like a sponge and absorb every piece of information you can get your hands on to better enlighten yourself and your mind. A lot of people's problem when it comes to obtaining knowledge is their lack of motivation and determination. Obtaining knowledge is not easy, and it can be strenuous from time to time. You have to put in a lot of work to not only comprehend, but to maintain and retain such knowledge within your brain. You can use this knowledge as not only a resource when it comes to bettering yourself and your situation, but you can also use this knowledge to help those around you. Like I've said in previous passage, you can be that door for somebody else to open up. You can help those around you by knowing the things that they don't know. We all can't know everything. Our brain is not only too small, but as the years go on, we tend to lose memories or lose thoughts. So you see, after a while, no matter how much knowledge and information you were able to maintain and retain, eventually you'll start losing this knowledge. So what you do with this knowledge in the meantime is very critical to not only yourself, but those around you. Be that light in the dark. Be that anchor to hold someone else steady. Guide those around you. Spread that positivity. Educate those around you. Not only about the world, but about things they may not know nothing about. We're currently living in a world where the lack of knowledge can not only be harmful, but deadly. With everything that's going on with the protests and everything, not knowing your rights or what you stand for can ultimately put you in a position of hurt or damage yourself physically or mentally. Or you yourself can be taken advantage of just by the simple fact of not knowing. So I encourage you to go pick up a book, read a dictionary, surf the internet, retain as much information as possible, read up on your rights, read up on scholarships. There are resources out there that goes untapped yearly that ultimately just gets recycled and put back into other scholarships and grants and resources. And the reason they go unutilized is the fact that we do not know about them. We have not been told about them. We have not been educated about them. And that's where you come in to help the next individual next to you. If you see somebody struggling in the world, help them. Maybe they don't know what you know. Maybe they didn't know about the food pantry down the street or the homeless shelter down the road. But just by you taking the time out your day to help that individual and guide them in the right directions, you helped one more person better themselves. And at the end of the day, it made you yourself feel good as an individual. So please, go out. Educate yourself. Educate those around you. We live in a society where knowledge is power. And I promise you, at the end of the day, doors will start opening all around you. And I mind you that don't get deterred by those who don't want to share knowledge or information. Those are obstacles we all will face on our journey in life, because them themselves know that knowledge is power. So therefore, they're not willing to give the knowledge up for free. And that right there should tell you something as an individual, as a human being, as a contributing member of society. If somebody is charging you for knowledge, shouldn't that be something you would like to obtain? So with that being said, I want to thank you for tuning in once again from a reading from my book, Through the Eyes of a Blind Man. So if you like what you heard, or if you like previous passages, please like, subscribe, or comment in the link below. If you'd like a copy of my book, please let me know. Visit my GoFundMe page to help in the publication of my book so I could get copies to those who want it. Other than that, go out into the world and learn one new thing today. And I guarantee, by the end of the year, you'll be a different person. Thank you, and you have a blessed day.